Opa! Welcome everybody to Stavvy's World. We have an incredible show for you today. Devon Walker, Michael Goodfellow, they're here. Pals of mine, SNL cast members, but just a couple sweet long boys. But before that, we want to let you know a couple things that are going on. Tires on Netflix. We've pre-recorded so many episodes of this podcast, we forgot to mention that I'm on a huge comedy sitcom that I was on the number one for 4 days, in the top 10 for a week. Hilarious. Shane Gillis, John McKeever, Gerbs, of course, Steve Gerben. I'm playing the district manager of Tires. I'm on there. It was an incredibly fun show. Really fun to finally get to work with those guys. So go watch that if you haven't. And we also want to say, hey, thanks to our sponsor, Liquid Death. You know I love getting my freaking thirst moited. Go to liquiddeath.com/Stavvy to check out all their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest retailer. That's liquiddeath.com/Stavvy, liquiddeath.com/Stavvy. And it ain't just Liquid Death we're shouting out. No, our good pals at Freeze Pipe. That's right. American owned. Okay? If you want proprietary bongs, bubblers, you know, they got little things to put over your vape, whatever you want, with technology to cool it down, baby. Okay? Go to Freeze Pipe. American owned and over 100,000 happy customers. Visit thefreezepipe.com and use code Stavvy for 10% off your entire order. Pipes, bubblers, bongs, and more. No matter what you're into, there's a chili solution at thefreezepipe.com and use code Stavvy, Stavvy, for 10% off. Now let's get this show going, Eld. Opa! Welcome everybody to Stavvy's World. 904-800-STAV. Call in. We'll solve your problems. We got a couple nice tall drinks of water on the couch today.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? We got Devon returning, Devon Walker, of course, and Michael Longfellow. What's up? What's up, Big Mike?
Happy to be here.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, dude. We told Devon was like, I will not come on with another homosexual after his appearance with Alex.
Nah, we're past that.
He was like, I'm done.
We're past that.
I'm done.
Straight boys only on the podcast. Straight
It's
boys only on
about
the
time we
podcast.
took it
Really
back.
straight boys only.
Straight boys only. That's right. That's right.
Super straight.
No more black people either. Only white. Straight white men. That's what we
You're the
promote
only
right now.
one. You're the only one allowed.
Yeah.
It's like no homers.
Yeah.
It's like there can be one.
I heard you had Alex back on the podcast too.
Yeah.
Couldn't be me.
I tried to cure him, but it didn't take.
Yeah.
It was just 90 minutes of straight conversion therapy. But he just
Alex would love it. If Alex could be converted, he would. I've never known a gay man. Like, that's how I really know it. It's like not a choice, because if he could choose, he'd be the straightest man in America.
Yeah, that is true.
Do homosexuals not perform well on this podcast?
No, they do great. They're fun. They're sassy. You've met a couple, right? They're a good time. They are the funnest guys of all time.
No,
it's not even
Alex
close.
very much.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, Alex, is because you're plugging a tour. You're on tour. What do we got going on? Let's plug that up top.
I'm going on tour. Hey,
love it.
Everybody, I'm going on tour. First couple dates are sold out. San Francisco, we still got tickets. Chicago, Portland, Seattle. Come see me.
I love it.
James Austin Johnson, Andrew Dismukes. You got three of us for the price of one.
Damn, Michael, they said fuck you, huh? They were
Yeah.
like, the rest of the cast can go on tour.
Shows are sold out. Right?
Those guys couldn't come, so here's just another white guy also on SNL.
Let's go.
I'll
I'm
bring to
also
the
going on tour.
He's
Some
going
of
on a
those
separate
shows
tour.
are sold out. I didn't need two other cast members to do that. Come on, Dallas is coming up.
Dallas sold out already?
Probably not Dallas. Probably not Dallas.
Sounds like you could have used another cast member, maybe.
Tell your dad I'm funny in Dallas.
That's awesome. Yeah, go hit that shit. It must be nice to get to go on the road a little bit, because it's like for you guys being on SNL actually, like it's so funny growing up. I'm like, dude, I want to be on SNL, and then your friends get on that show, and you're like, that sounds like work, bro. That sounds like bullshit. You gotta fucking work hard as shit, and then like everyone fucking critiques it. You know what I mean? It's like,
bro, niggas are so mean when you're on SNL. Niggas are so mean
like
to me, bro.
Communities.
It's crazy, bro. It's like I'm not Eddie Murphy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not the guy that you liked when you were 9. I'm just me. Okay. I didn't think I was gonna be here neither, bro. Stop, bro. Niggas will DM me and straight up just be like, "Why you suck on SNL so bad?" I'm like, what? People are taking time out of their day to be like, "I hate you," and I'm like, I don't.
They should bring Will Ferrell back,
bro. Truly, I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. I'm doing my best. People, you said you missed a cue one time and somebody like DM'd you about it, right?
Oh, I didn't miss a cue, but I looked at the camera. That was like the second episode. Yeah, I looked at the camera to see if I was in my right place, and you can see me just.
And someone was like, "That's unprofessional."
Someone's like, "Another stupendous acting showcase from Longfellow."
Well, that's
second episode.
Yeah,
it is tough because you kind of just have to not get criticism. You have to, first of all, it's hard as shit to write that many sketches in a week. That's crazy.
Yes.
And then it's like everyone's ready to hate, and the people that are super fans are some of the like. It's people who like. The Office is a little too controversial for them. You know what I mean? Like the absolute super fans are like down the middle. Like we love, fuck. They're like, no, don't do any conceptual sketches. Talk about Mitch McConnell more. You know what I mean? Like, so that's got to be difficult because it's like, I don't know. I would just assume. I love that the world has come to a place where somehow putting microphones in your spare bedroom is an easier job. Like, this is a fucking funner comedy job than the most prestigious comedy property in the history of U.S. television. I'm like, I straight up would rather podcast than have to like wake up and do sketches. And it's good for you guys. You know?
I love my job. And I'm
sorry. You are by the way, I'm not, these are my boys. I'm not, they are very funny, but I would not want to do that job. I'm too lazy to fucking actually work.
You definitely have an easier job.
It's not even close.
I've never worked that hard in comedy before. You know what I'm saying?
Or even in anything else, right? We all get into this to not because we don't want jobs.
Kind of to not get a real job.
Yeah.
So much of it is just
this like is the one real job that I would want.
And we work it.
And we do.
Anybody doing cocaine anymore, or is that over?
Not a handful, but like not. Yeah. We need to bring the coke.
You
back.
gotta bring coke back.
We need to put the coke back.
You gotta go Aykroyd style with it, bro. You gotta be doing cocaine.
I think we should get. You want to bring the coke back?
I mean, if everyone's gonna do it,
because I feel like there was an era where it was like everyone was like really serious, like the like.
Oh yeah, they used to like fight with each other.
Yeah, but they were just like fucking. Everyone's like taking it like super seriously, and like everyone was like trying to like. You know, where it's like it started, everyone's doing drugs, and who fucking care? We don't even know what's going on. Then it was like the biggest fucking show in the universe, and now I feel like you guys have an opportunity to get back to drugs. Do some fucking drugs
Let's
again.
Bring it back to the roots.
Let's get it back.
Back to where it came
let's
from.
do it back. Sarah could be doing fucking acid or whatever the fuck weird shit she could be doing.
I wish.
You know what I mean?
I want Squirm to party.
I would like to see Sarah.
Yeah.
She absolutely will not.
She's a fucking dork.
Yeah.
Sarah's a fucking dork.
Sarah's like she treats the judge. She's like a straight A student.
Yeah. Oh, what a fucking loser.
Squirm,
Thank you for giving me this intel to shit on her when I see her next.
Squirm shows up like if everybody else like on Tuesday on writing night. People are usually getting in there like 2:30, 3 o'clock.
Yes.
Squirm is there at like 11 o'clock in the morning.
Oh,
and
yes,
like,
you
she already has like
loser.
2 sketches fully written before anybody else is like in the
dork.
building.
She's like, oh, I'm me. The man can't tell me what to do anything because I wear fucking rainbow suspenders. And how about that? We know what you're really up to.
Yeah.
You're doing all your work like a fucking loser.
Truly.
What happened to making nut sacks explode on YouTube, Sarah? Now you're tap dancing. That's fucking awesome, dude. Were you guys ever big? Were you ever big coke guys just in general in your lives?
Cocaine?
Yeah, Michael, you got the look for it, maybe.
Yeah, you know me.
You know that nose seems like it'd be nice snorting. Yeah. It's a nice nose.
No, I don't do cocaine. I mean, Vegas is Vegas, but I don't do cocaine.
Yeah. No, were you ever a drug guy? Were you ever a big addict of anything?
Pot.
Classic.
Yeah, little weed action.
I'm with you too. I'm on a sober year, and the thing that's been the most difficult for me has been weed. It's not even close. Booze is no issue. Like whatever. Like I wasn't a huge drinker anyway. It's more socially like I miss that one drink in my hand, and then like I was the kind of guy every 5 months I'd get fucking really hammered, but then just if there's some big party or a wedding or some shit. I miss that socially, but yeah, weed, dude, and pills are fucking sick too. but weed is really the one I'm missing.
What kind of pills were you fucking?
Little
with?
Xannies, little pain.
I'm scared of them.
Oh, dude,
I'm scared of the Xans.
They're so good.
I've done them like a couple times. One time in college, a guy handed me a Xan, and I thought it was gonna be like a Molly. Like I thought it was gonna be an upper.
Right.
And I like did that and took 2 bears and like got lost and forgot where I was. Yeah,
this.
truly like
That's
and
awesome.
Woke up truly like without a single memory, and I was like, that's
that sucks.
That sucks, bro. That's how you end up in like a documentary.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? That's you end up in a. You're like, I didn't know I drank 2 beers and took a Xanny. Like, nah.
There was a good little Xanny period in college.
You was fucking with Xan?
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. It feels good.
It just it takes away all the
Oh my god.
all the
awesome.
stuff.
I'm
man.
with you, bro. No,
You know
don't
what I mean?
fuck this guy. Don't let him stop
It's
you.
so good you can't do it.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what it is about pills. And not just those pain pills, which are heroin.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, they're just little heroin. It's like, yeah, of
Yeah.
course that's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's why I
finding
can't be
it out.
doing those.
Nah, I can't be doing it.
Can't be doing those, unfortunately. But
think
they
Just,
are
it's
awesome.
just a lot of Adderall these days. At the end.
Yeah,
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 Just replace cocaine.
yeah.
generally,
Nerd coke.
in the world.
Yeah, I can't do Adderall anymore either. That actually, I kind of miss Adderall too for that.
I love Addy.
Little.
I love Addy.
yeah, it's
I
What are we
will-
doing here? What are we doing on this podcast?
Now
What are we worried about?
Go back to. You thought it was going to be in Molly. Were you a Molly guy? Were you like? Were you taking Mollies and rubbing?
rubbing my hair.
Yeah,
That's, like,
yeah,
I'm
feeling this shit.
Really like doing this. a
I've
lot.
never done Molly.
In your life?
In my life, yeah. I don't know what to tell you.
That's great. You have to.
I don't know what to tell you. I don't know why.
How much longer do you have for your sober year?
I got a while. What is it? Fucking. Well, it's June or whatever fucking it is.
And you've
But
decided
yeah.
you're sober on everything.
Sober on everything for a year. I turned 35. I'm fat as shit. I was close. Like last year, I had those moments where I was like, I'm too fucked up. Like I was like, you're. I mean, I don't know if you guys have. Probably not. Where you're like, I'm probably not gonna die in my sleep. But I was like, I'm in the zone for it.
Sure,
you know what I mean? Where I'm like,
You're kinda
where
like,
it's like,
if it happened,
I
nobody would be
got every pill in my.
Sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like. I want the joke I was doing for a while, but I had to stop because it was too similar, like a Louis bit, where it was, I didn't realize that I wasn't stealing. It's just how I felt. Where it's like I wanted, if I died, for people to ask what happened. You know what I mean? Like if I had died last year, no one would have been like, "Did he get run over by a bus?" You know what I mean? Like there's no one that would have thought
like,
that. Yeah, they're like, "Fuck."
What do you-
I don't want people to be like, "Fuck." You know, like, "Oh, I should have said something."
Yeah.
So yeah, I had to chill on that. But yeah, so that's what I'm doing a whole year. My 35th year of life.
Okay.
Nice.
I'm going fucking sober with it.
Okay. When you stop being sober, start doing Molly.
I might give it a whirl.
Start doing Molly. It is the best drug.
Okay.
It's the best one.
I think I've done it once. It was very fun.
That's crazy.
I did acid once.
Oh
And I
yeah.
was dating this girl for like 3 weeks, and we were like, let's not, this is an intense drug. Let's not say anything crazy. Second we felt anything, we were like, our thumbs are in love. You're my soulmate. I've been with her for 7 years. I'm currently with her.
Now, do
still.
you think if you hadn't done acid, you're not together?
We wonder that. We each woke up in the morning like, what did I say to this person? I kind of know.
Yeah.
And then just didn't mention it. And
Wow.
kind of went on with it for a few months and fell in,
That's
like,
beautiful, man.
Beautiful.
Imagine if you're that, but it's also like, imagine if that's all it takes for humans to be pushed towards something.
Dude,
It's
right?
like,
That's all it is to find true love. Is
Yeah.
to like
do acid at the right
fucking
time.
jump into the fire like
Yeah.
that.
I'm going to do that. Any gals want to come over and do some acid? Maybe we're soulmates.
You gotta just kind of know each other.
Yeah.
Can't know each other too well.
What was how did you guys meet originally?
My friend Neil Ghosh, who was a comedian, ran a comedy show, and she was helping like serve Franzia in the back. She was
She was
a college
an
friend of his.
uncredited waitress.
Yeah, normal. She's not involved in comedy at all.
That's good. That's
Yeah.
huge. I was about to start judging you so hard if you fell in love with another open
No,
micer when
digital
you started.
media analyst.
That's so much more respectable than comedy. I don't know. The double comedy relationships. That's a hard.
It's crazy.
It's a hard thing to
You just can't
to
have
work
two
out.
views.
And it's
you
also
gotta
like-
date like an opposite.
Yeah, absolutely.
I just feel like you see so many people do comedy, and then their significant others also doing comedy, and then it's like, well, now they got a podcast about the relationship. And I'm just like,
Yes.
this is horrifying. And there are friends of mine who are actively doing this right now.
Yeah,
and if
yeah.
you're listening, Rosebud, this is not about you. This is
Rosebud,
not
there's so many other problems with your and Annie's relationship. Don't worry, it's not the podcast.
this is not
The
about,
kid's cute though.
The kid's the beautiful
The
kid.
kid.
Kid's
a
beautiful.
beautiful
Looks
baby.
like Fat Andy.
Yeah.
Two friends of the show. We've had them both on multiple
Beautiful
times.
baby.
Yeah, she
But
is so cute.
I am like, that's too much. It's too much.
Too
It's
much,
too much
dude.
togetherness.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
I guess I envy it on one level.
Sure.
Because if you can do that and not want to fucking kill each other,
You really love each other.
that's huge. I can't fathom that. I'm jealous of like that level of connection, but
I don't think I can do it.
I also don't. Podcasting is like, I like it more than other jobs, but I don't like it. You know what I mean? I'd rather not do shit. I'm not one of these people that needs to do something. I could be on a beach getting fucked up my whole life. I would be happy if I was a trust fund kid.
It'd be beautiful.
I know.
It is crazy because
It
I
would
know-
be nice,
I
right?
feel like cause sometimes like I feel like in this last couple years of my life, I've met really rich kids who like also were like grinding.
Ugh.
And I'm like, how do you?
Ugh.
I'm like, I respect it, but also like, why?
No, fuck
God,
that.
if I didn't have to, oh my god,
I don't respect that at all. I don't respect that at all. Don't fuck it. Unless they're like doing something good for the world with their. And the thing is, if you go far back, if you meet a rich kid in New York,
Yeah.
the money came from something horrific.
Trump,
Like,
yeah.
there's
Yeah, yeah,
no
absolutely.
way
Yeah.
their great grandfather
Yeah.
wasn't involved in some kind of human trafficking,
Yeah, yeah.
some kind of like prison, forced labor situation. Like,
He invented
just,
the
Those were the
shackles that they
times.
put on the slaves.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
he
Yeah,
invented
the
slaves.
locking mechanism.
Yeah,
He's
that-
like, they used to
got
be able to
crazy rich
break
off that.
through it with their brute strength. But when Thaddeus T. Weatherford got the double locking shackles, and that's where we are today.
Yep,
That's why we have a townhouse in
Yep.
the West Village.
Now we got 5 homes. We don't talk about that.
There's no, like, if you go to the Midwest or something, like, somebody's rich because their fucking dad has 5 car dealerships.
Bro,
but
truly.
here the money's evil, bro.
That is very true.
The money's evil
Is
here.
it like that in Baltimore too?
Oh yeah, you can get rich on. Literally, the richest guy I knew was a guy who's the richest guy in my community in Baltimore, Greektown, was a guy.
I love when a town is named after an ethnic
It's
group.
beautiful, dude. Yeah.
It's so
Yeah.
because it sounds like you're like putting them down, but they're like no,
No,
that's
no,
just-
we prefer it.
Yeah, it's
in
just-
fact, we're
that's-
mad Hispanics are moving into Greektown. You know what I mean? Like
He said
I was channeling them. I'm happy the level of taco is shot through the roof in the last 10 years. Yeah, so the richest guy I knew was a guy who inherited his dad's machine shop, and the roof was faulty and caved in, and he sued the roofing company. And that was the richest guy I knew.
Yes.
Like, that's how you get rich in Baltimore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'm sure there is some, like, there's parts of Baltimore that I'm sure there's some industry, but it's like industry left, bro. It's like there was like steel mills. That's what rich people were like. And it's like that shit dried up. All those motherfuckers killed themselves in the 60s when steel, went away. So yeah, it's like the richest people in like a small town, it's kind of quaint.
Yeah.
It's like literally restaurant owners and fucking car dealerships and
It was
shit
like
like
that.
The guy invented
For us,
truck
too.
nuts.
Yeah. The guy did truck nuts. Well, Austin, I feel like you grew up in Austin or around
right
Austin?
outside.
Okay.
Yeah. I grew up in the town they shot Friday Night Lights in.
Oh yes, that's right. We talked about that
Yeah.
briefly before Alex interjected with something.
With some big Alex story.
Yeah.
The show, or the movie.
The show.
Ooh, better one.
I didn't know they were different.
Yeah. The
I didn't
movie's
know they were
the
based in
movie's
different
based on the
places.
book, and that's in like East Texas. The show I think is also supposed to be in East Texas, but it's like a fictional town.
Gotcha.
And that was my high school. But yeah, truly, the rich people I knew were like people who like owned a restaurant.
Yeah.
They like franchised like a Buca de Beppo.
Yeah.
And like they were like paid off of that, and they had like a pool in their backyard.
Right.
The-
Pool was huge.
You know what I'm saying?
Pool was the marker for
yeah,
sure.
they had a pool, and they got like a BMW for like their 16th birthday. Like that was rich.
Yes, absolutely.
Where I grew up, and then you
Absolutely.
meet people here, and you're just like, oh, you're
Oh yeah.
You guys are rich in like an evil
You
way.
have
guys,
killed someone. You could have people killed.
Yes.
You don't
have
want
power.
to. Yeah,
Yeah.
power, true power.
Exactly.
Like power?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Old-fashioned power?
Yeah.
Exactly. You can like call a senator if you want to.
You like
Easily.
start conflicts?
Where'd you grow up?
Arizona.
Arizona.
Phoenix.
Ooh, Phoenix. Grew up in Phoenix?
Grew up in Phoenix.
Tough. Phoenix sucks dick, dude. It's hot as shit.
It's,
you love Phoenix.
I
Rep your hometown.
I rep my hometown hard because it's like such a weird place
It's
that no one.
desert and hot. And,
Yeah, but I left as soon as I could.
Yeah,
but it was a
yeah.
good place to start like comedy and stuff.
Yeah.
But what about being a child and living and stuff like
It was
that?
just beige. It's just like
Yeah,
you're
hot as shit, beige, and
No
I feel like
grass.
yeah.
yeah, like it in the like you couldn't even play outside in the summer. Basically,
You still would try though.
Yeah.
You'd, like pretend to have a summer break and just be having heat strokes at the freaking park. And then you just go home, play Halo forever.
Why was your family just from there? For
My
the whole
dad
time, or?
lived there, and my mom moved there to marry him, and then
Oh, nice.
in Arizona.
Fuck. What I feel like I don't even
Love
think
you,
of people.
Arizona, by the way. but
Yeah, yeah.
Also,
Listen, I'm the same way with Baltimore, where I like popping back in, but I'll never live there full
Yeah.
time. You know,
and you're never trending for a good reason.
Arizona. Yeah. That's both our hometowns.
It is getting tough.
Yeah.
That's true. I feel like Arizona like doesn't get the negativity that Texas. Like you guys deserve as much negativity as
Totally.
Texas gets.
Sure.
Totally.
You guys
Well,
deserve to be shit
were
on in the same way, and I feel like y'all don't get that.
No, well, I don't know.
well for a while they were so racist that it was
Sure.
like any brown person could be stopped by the
SB
police.
1070 or whatever. Yeah, I did a whole report on that in high school.
Yeah, that was fucking crazy. Where they were like, "Yeah, we could just ask for your papers if you just
Yeah.
look Latino to a cop." If some fucking guy.
That was a more popular policy than you would think.
Oh no!
Well, if I'm in Germany and they ask for my papers, I'm expected
Well,
to.
if I have nothing to hide, what does it matter? That's so fucking funny.
Sheriff Joe, we're like the only state where people
Yeah.
know the sheriff.
Big Joe Arpaio, right? Wasn't that his
Joe
name?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and he was running like people were like dying in his prisons.
In
He-
pink jumpsuits.
Yeah, he had him.
He wants to emasculate you. And he has pink handcuffs and pink jumpsuits.
There's no way he wasn't jacking off to that. There's no way he wasn't jacking off to criminals in pink.
Yeah.
And they were having fucking heat strokes and shit.
But,
Dude, did you, what are the jobs? Like, because in my head, it's like you either, like, you're an old rich person retires there.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of the classic go there because you have some kind of lung disorder and the air is dry.
It's a lot of like Wisconsin people.
Yeah.
Not a lot of people like are from Arizona. It's a
Right,
lot of
or like,
transplants.
what are the fucking industries? It's like golf pro. People golf there a lot, right?
Seems like everyone I know is like a sports therapist.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
I do feel
Everyone,
like
it's
it's-
a town
yeah,
of physical
physical
PTs.
therapists for
Yeah.
Gym stuff, sports therapy.
Yeah.
And then there's like the guys with like the truck nuts.
Sure.
Like someone's dad will be rich because he sells like boat
Yeah.
parts or something.
Sure.
What do your parents do?
My dad's a divorce attorney.
Oh, that's a great thing to do in Arizona, actually.
Yeah.
Because it does feel like it's the capital of a type of swinger. It's like a kind of leathery.
Yeah.
Dude,
Before
Scottsdale is
polyamory.
like the swinger capital of the world.
Yes. There's like Republican swingers that would spit on polyamorous blue hairs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like the way you're supposed to fuck another man's wife, not the fucking gay Biden way. We all get together, we eat fucking spinach artichoke dip on the deck, and we all fuck Mike's wife like Americans. You know, sorry to say Mike. I was just a fiction.
all right.
I was
I
a
go by
fictional
Michael.
name. I wasn't saying it was your
All
wife.
good.
Yeah, Scottsdale has that going, right?
Yeah,
Some
Scottsdale's
swingers.
got a lot of like cougars.
Wow, dude, divorce attorney is an interesting thing because you're around divorced energy constantly.
Oh, yeah?
You're around people that hate each other. Where there was once the highest levels of love, there
But
is
there's
now
silver
hate.
linings. My dad, his current wife, he did her case. So there is love dies,
yeah.
but it also opens a new door.
Totally. It's like the guy who works at the receiving part of the Goodwill, and he's like, whoa, someone's throwing away Gucci? I'm going to take that. I'm keeping this for me.
He's retired now, so I can say that. But yeah,
That's
totally,
fucking awesome.
totally true.
You know her ex-husband's so mad. You know her ex-husband so upset. They was already getting divorced, and then one day my guy popped up on Facebook to see if he got any new friend requests.
Fucking knew there was an energy
and he's like,
between
"Oh, she
you two."
fucking a lawyer now? God damn it!
Yeah, that's gotta be awkward.
She not gonna let me
like,
have nothing."
They met a couple times.
Yeah, at official legal proceedings.
Crazy.
You fucking shake it. You shake your actions led your ex-wife directly to the man who now fucks her.
He got that dog in him.
Now, do you ever ask your I guess stepmother do you know the details of why they got divorced? That would be
his first what? My mom and
no.
He's had a couple wives.
Oh, nice. So he went into the industry he loves.
Yes,
he did.
It's
Yeah,
like you love pizza. You're like,
a
you know what? I'm
joke
gonna
I
start
would do
my own.
instead. Like he walks the walk. You know?
Yeah. You want that though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I went to a doctor for sleep apnea. The motherfucker uses CPAP. He can really talk to me about it. Your dad really knows how to talk to divorced people.
Dude,
Yeah.
I want some married.
Some guy in love with his wife
This is
telling
a
me.
whore.
I want someone who's gonna help me make sure that whore doesn't get the house. Who's
did
been
tell
there
me-
before.
He was like, if infidelity can't be proven,
Sure.
the most she'll get is 30%. Like, and it's very hard to prove. Text messages are not enough.
That's fucking awesome. Respect. That is it more, and I'm not accusing your dad of being a red-pilled guy, but that's one of, it's like,
well, you could.
Yeah.
Swallow
But that
this
is,
whole big old multivitamin. red
You
pills.
absolutely
Those
could.
horse pills.
You absolutely could, and I don't think anybody would blink an eye.
You got the merch now. He's got the mugs.
that's the way to do it. Like a point I like to talk about is like firefighters. Like if you're a racist, be a firefighter.
Yep.
Because no one knows that
Nobody
you're
knows.
fucking racist.
Right.
If you're a misogynist, be a divorce lawyer. You can get women, you can fuck women over, and people are just like, well, he's just a good attorney.
Sure.
You know
That's
what I
just-
mean?
that's what he
Like,
has to
that's
do.
And then you
that's
can
what he has
maybe
to do.
fuck women.
And then you can also literally fuck them in their lowest moments when they've been cheated on. You can swoop in. He's got it all figured out. I'm gonna guess a great role model that dealt no psychological problems to you whatsoever.
Thanks, Dad. Love you, Dad.
How many?
I do love you, Dad.
Yeah, that sounds good. I mean, look,
But you know.
yeah, you were up to some stuff,
You know.
Pop. You know what you did.
He married this one lady for like a year. She still got her last name.
Really?
That's weird, right?
That's a weird move.
Still got her
1
last
year.
name. 1 year.
What was her other last name? What was her original last name?
It's a cool
Oh,
name.
I can't remember.
Yeah, because I feel like she might have just upgraded name-wise.
Yeah, I
She might
can't
be
even
like-
remember my like ex-stepbrother's name.
That's awesome that you have
Shared a room with him.
siblings.
Remember
Y'all
fighting
slept
over
in
the
the same
Batman
room.
and Spider-Man covers because we each wanted Spider-Man,
Oh, wow, really?
and he got Spider-Man.
Wow.
Don't remember his name.
That's fucking awesome. Yeah. Dude,
He's
dead to me.
That's not even a relationship most people have is ex-siblings.
Yeah.
But you
Siblings.
got them.
We spent Christmases together.
I mean, it's a powerful name. I would, Longfellow's, that's nice.
It's good.
You know,
Yeah, I
it's
guess
got a little
so.
something to it.
Yeah, I like it now. It was
Yeah.
weird growing up.
Yeah. Well, oh, yeah, because you're tall?
Dude, now it's
People
just
make
always
fun of you?
like, in roll
Longfellow?
call, they'd be like Longfellow, and people would be like, fucking Longfellow. Silly ass name.
I guess it is like a medieval peasant style. Like,
Yeah, the
he's
word-
a
the word
Longfellow.
fellow is just so, yeah, calm down.
Yeah.
Damn, dude, how many step siblings filtered in and out?
I had 2 ex-ones, and now I have 2 stepbrothers
Oh, nice.
that are current.
You fuck with the step family?
Yeah, we fucking hated each other growing up, but
Yeah,
we're good
yeah.
now. We're good now.
Well, dude, that's not the fact that you had that many.
Dude, it was like I would get cozy in my house, and then he would move in some new fucking people.
Like that's
And my
so
stepbrothers,
annoying.
I was like 11 or something, and they're like 13 and 15, so they're
brutal.
like douchebags.
Immediately
and-
alphaing you, stronger than you.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like can't play
It's
Grand Theft
your
Auto
house.
with them, and it was like bullies just moved into my house.
Yeah, you're dead. Listen, son, I know these kids are gonna make your life bad, but their mom's pussy's top notch.
Yeah.
So
It was a
you're gonna have to
completely-
take one for the team.
I had like double lives. My mom's house, I was like fun and spunky, and
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
my dad's house, I was just like quiet and weird.
You're Harry
Every
Potter.
time I would talk, my stepbrother would be like, "Cool." Oh, so cool. I'd be like, I'm not gonna talk anymore.
That's so fucking hilarious that just getting a bully dropped into your life in your sanctuary.
And a funny bully.
It
was funny. It sucked.
Oh, fuck. On mom's side, anybody, what do we have? She ever get remarried or anything like that?
Yeah, I had one stepdad. He just came out he's not my stepdad anymore, but he was. My parents got divorced when I was like 1.
Okay.
So I felt like I always had like 2 dads.
Yeah.
Big John.
Big John.
And then there was a couple other guys that filtered in after Big John, and now there's Terry.
Shout out to Terry. Shout out to Terry.
Shout out to Terry.
Those are classic guys who date your mom names, Big John and Terry.
Big John and Terry.
Yeah.
Complete opposites.
Were
Everyone my mom's dated is so opposite.
Interesting.
Yeah.
She wants a little, taste pack.
Yeah.
A little variety pack. You know what I mean?
Longfellow has a ton of jokes about Terry, and I want to meet him.
Yeah, he's fascinating. He's like a nudist, kind of.
Yeah. I want to know this man.
Like, I have to lie in my stand-up joke about how many times I've seen him naked. I've seen him naked like 100 times.
He just was around the house.
Dude, he does like yoga in our backyard, and then he'll like skinny dip. And
sunning the perineum.
yeah,
you
he
got
keeps
it.
a wonderful backyard, but he just walks around
So
like
Terry's still
Bigfoot
around?
with his dick out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Terry's
hell
still
yeah.
around.
What's his hair situation? I imagine him to have
He's got like
ponytail.
long. He kind of looks like Fabio. He's
Oh, wow.
ripped, but he's got gout.
Oh, so he got the little
Interesting.
belly.
Yeah, he's shredded, but he's kind of just crushing brews all day.
That's pretty fun. So he's a piece of ass, Terry.
Yeah, he's a piece of ass.
Wow.
Terry, you're a piece of ass for sure.
Okay. I was 100% expecting him not to be ripped.
Yeah, I know. Terry, you think of like an insurance guy with like a collared shirt.
Yeah, bad
Or
posture.
even like balding long hair, kind of a longer bald pony type of
No,
vibe.
he's like a very tan, buff guy.
Oh.
Is
Kinda
everyone in
sounds like
Phoenix?
Kind of talks like this.
Oh, nice.
Love you, Terry.
Is everyone in Phoenix?
Everyone's in Phoenix.
Wow, the whole
I'm trying to get
squad's-
him out, dude.
Yeah. Will they? They either love it too much.
I feel like
Yeah,
people
they
don't
love
leave.
it.
I feel like that is where people go to stay.
It's astounding.
Yeah.
The whole state of Arizona is gorgeous, but we built our city in June. in a raucous
Yeah. I've really only just been to Phoenix to do
stand-up live.
stand up live. Yeah. Good club. I like it.
Yeah, it's a good one.
I like the little Mexican restaurant nearby. I had lunch there every day, 3 times, all 3 days of the week.
I do that
I
too,
love doing
dude.
that in the city.
Find one
When you
restaurant.
find it, you're like, it's not gonna break my heart. I
Yep.
know what I'm getting.
You find like a waiter that you fuck with.
Yep. The waitresses were all hot at the time. I was there maybe 2 or 3 years ago, maybe 2. Every waitress was hot. I was like, I can get behind this. Like, you know what I mean?
You
It's
ever see
great.
those Ted's Montana grills on the road?
Yeah.
I'll fuck with the Teds every once in a while. I'll fuck with Ted's
And
Montana
then I'll tell
Grill.
the people in the city that I went there, and they'll get mad. They're all
Totally.
like, "That's not what we're about."
Yeah.
Like,
They're like,
no,
that's
that's what you
real.
ordered.
It's just a regional Chili's if you really get down to it.
Big
But
shiny bison sign, I'm in.
I do like the
That's
Big
easy.
Bison.
I really like going to a chain restaurant in a city when I'm on tour. I really fuck with it. I really fuck with it. I really like doing that thing where everybody's like, "Where'd you go?" And I'm like, Pizza Hut."
How do
There's
they
this
do
one
the Jack Daniels burger here?
It's an Applebee's right by the hotel. What you expect me to
I like
not?
when it's such a small town. One time I did a club and we went to like a TGI Fridays, was the only place open, and the guy was like, I was with the manager of the club, and he's like, "You see that guy over there? He used to work at the club. He stole $40,000 from us."
Awesome.
And they're just in the same drinking hole. That's just where they.
Awesome.
Not $40,000 worth of
Yeah,
embezzlement.
he's a piece of shit. He used
That's
to work
fucking
for
awesome.
us.
Damn, dude.
Cheers to him.
Cheers to him. He got away with it. It seems like, and he still gets to fucking have the endless margaritas.
He's still, it's still Friday all day for him.
What you got? Your parents still together? What do we got there?
Nah, bro.
Of course not. Okay. Who knows?
I feel like how often do you have people with still together parents on this podcast? I would guess not much.
Not much, but at least, their parents could hate each other. And be
Sure,
together.
sure,
You know what I mean?
That's
like,
true.
I didn't ask, did your parents have a good relationship? You know what I mean?
No, my parents split up, but they had a good run. My parents split
Okay.
up when I was 16, and I was like surprised by it.
Annoying age for them to split up.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It was kind of sick though because then I could kind of do whatever. Like I have really strict parents, are like very Christian, and I feel like when they split up, they were kind of just like, well, let him do what he wants to do.
Yeah.
but
Oh, that's
they're-
good. Get you a couple Black and Milds. Buys you. You know what I mean? We're breaking up. Here's some Black and Mild.
During our
Here's
divorce, he
here's
needs
some
no
condoms.
guidance.
Get some pussy.
Yeah.
We'll turn a blind eye to you skipping mass.
Kind of. Yeah, it was honestly kind of that.
Yeah.
My parents thought I was fucking before I actually was, which was devastating.
Yeah, that's
really, they were really out here being like, okay, like when you make sure you wear, they were truly giving me condoms. I was like, I can't take this.
This is hilarious.
There's nowhere, I wish I could use this.
Yeah.
I have nowhere.
Yeah.
That was crazy. Did your parents like, were they pro you fucking?
No, not at all. They didn't want to talk about it. There was no, and it was a sexless relationship, or at least my dad was maybe. My dad cheated at times, but there was no and there was no sex talk. Yeah, you could tell when he was on a run. You could tell. You could tell he was in a good mood. He would do his move, which was awesome. My dad had classic horseshoe baldness, you know, but he had that puff of hair, that weird little puff that he wouldn't just get rid of or cut. And he would just fucking put hairspray on his 4 Homer Simpson hairs
and he was
comb it to the side.
Outside.
And it was
stepping out on the family tonight.
Yeah, oh yeah, time to get a little fucking pussy.
That's awesome. I love that you knew.
We could tell, yeah. I mean, it was I talk about this on my first special, but it's so funny because he literally had a heart attack, and it was I have to take a look in the mirror moment. Yeah. And he lost a bunch of weight and started cheating. And he was like, "What's missing in my life? Getting pussy." It's like now that I've lost weight to stay alive, I'm not saying my dad was pulling top notch. He's a fucking contractor in Greektown, Baltimore.
That's a good job.
Maryland, Yeah. So he would go to these Greek restaurants where it just kind of felt like everybody took a turn fucking whatever illegal Ukrainian waitress was there. You know what I mean? It just felt like she just those women, they're the youngest one was in her 30s, the oldest one is maybe 50 something, and it just felt like that was kind of the scene there. And then there's also ladies from the church that he kind of, I feel like he fucked a friend of a friend's mom type of thing.
Oh, shit.
There's that kind of thing going around, but who knows? That's what I was aware of what he was up to.
Yeah.
And that was kind of that same age when you're 16 and you're just kind of oh, I see what's going on. Because they didn't give me any talks about sex, but then you start to see what's going on when you're become a horny demon. You get to pick up on those sexual vibes, and so yeah, I was just classic, getting absolutely no pussy, just what they make. Watching Superbad was a transformative moment for me, where it was this is literally what my life is like. I am literally Jonah Hill's character, except I won't get the fuck at the end. Although I guess he didn't fuck.
He never actually did.
But they made it seem like
he was on his way to fucking.
Right.
Yeah.
It was so yeah, no pussy whatsoever. We've talked about it on the pod before, but me, Eldest, and the team, me and Eldest go back all the way, and we would just go to fucking parties and just get drunk amongst ourselves, not look a woman in the eye.
Sure.
You know what I mean? It was brutal stuff.
Who lost their virginity first between the two of y'all?
I think. Did you edge me out?
I think you had me beat by a year or something.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's right. 'Cause yes. You had... Eldest got close with an atrocious-looking bitch in 9th grade. But
9th grade, though, that's early.
But that's what I mean. Eldest was in the zone.
Yeah.
He was in there, and then it just never happened for whatever reason. Yeah. I feel like you were close early, and then...
What happened? You want to break it down?
Not really. I mean... She was I just think we didn't like each other that much.
Yeah.
I kind of got in there on the wings of a breakup, and it was just
Eldest was opportunistic.
The 9th grade one?
Huh?
Was it
the
10th grade?
one?
Yeah. No, it was 10th grade or maybe
10th
11th
grade.
But she was a year older than me. She went to college, and that was the easiest breakup talk I've ever had. She's oh, I'm going to college, and
you're no worries.
Sounds good.
No worries, you're busted anyway.
No.
Oh, man. Imagine how fucking bad looking you have to be for fat virgin Eldest to be hey, what are you going to do?
We'll get
Have fun out there, baby.
We'll get him down the line.
But yeah, dude, there was none of that going on. There was no, nobody was a pussy getter in the crew. We were just brutal stuff. Taking my mom's gold minivan, driving it home drunk after a party where everyone strikes out. You know.
Do any real pussy getters get into comedy?
I'm trying to think.
I think some weirdly.
We must know somebody that was.
Or did they start getting pussy once they got into comedy?
No. That's definitely an art.
Crude, by the way.
I think it's kind of an old school thing of like there's a type of like. Because to me, the idea that a comedian is cool is the craziest thing in the world. It's not. Everyone who is, you have to not be cool. But there is kind of an old-fashioned style of like, I'm the fucking cool guy. Leather jacket kind of shit. Like I opened for Bobby Kelly for years, right? And Bobby was truly, I mean, he was fat as shit when we were touring together, and like looked bad, and like looked like Varys from Game of Thrones, you know, like that was his thing. Yeah. And so, but this guy had so much charisma, and he used to be a sexy guy. He was like a sexy. He was an actor first, weirdly, and then he got into comedy, and he just had like this. He was always the guy that could fuck. He was always like a, you know, and he was kind of like, they had that kind of ball busting first, just kind of literally tough. Who had a tough life, like grew up, you know, like in fucking foster care and like whatever, was in juvie. He was one of those weird guys that got sober when he was like 19. Like he had a problem enough as a child.
And then he was like,
I gotta
change my life.
And so I do think there is a type of guy that is just like on charisma and that thing that just like gets into comedy. But yes, for the most part, I don't think anybody. Yeah, this is a way. Everything anyone does is to fuck.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And it's like, this is a way to get pussy. This is a way to trick women into thinking that you have value societally. You know, that's
definitely the start of it. For
sure.
Sure.
Yeah. That's how it gets going.
Yeah.
That's why it's like, oh, why did I love stand-up from the time I was 18 years old? Why did I pour effort into it? And it's like, yeah, I did kind of like it, but the first person I had sex with was like a college girlfriend who I actually wasn't doing comedy with. But then after that, literally the next 20 women I fucked was because of stand-up comedy. You know what I mean? Like it was like actually I had one other one that was a wholesome, not stand-up thing. And then it was just stand-up just led me to everything. And it's like, oh yeah, well now I'm definitely dedicating my life to this, even though I'm broke and my life's bad, but at least I could be a loser who fucks.
It never occurred to me that doing stand-up would help me
really
fuck. It never. I mean, it certainly has in my life in a huge way. But like when I was getting in, it didn't. I had no idea.
Now, do you think just by being tall, and you played sports, and like just by being tall and quiet, you could have lucked into some pussy?
Absolutely. I really can't stress enough how.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But that's what I mean.
Max, dude.
You know?
You really can't overstate how much work being tall does.
Being tall, you know,
it just goes such a long way. And
absolutely.
Then if you're just not mean, I feel like you've lived that life as well.
If you're not mean, I fucked up. I've never really swung comedy into sex.
Ever
maybe
in your life?
Once.
Well,
but I had like a long-term girlfriend in Arizona when I was doing comedy. And then when I got to LA, there's like a couple hookups.
Sure.
And then Kate.
Well, dude, to me, and
my whole plan was to swing this dick around.
Yeah,
after my Conan credit, I was like, I'm gonna use this to.
You did Conan in like 2017 too, when it was really
I was like 23 and ready to go.
Yeah.
But then Kate was cool.
Yeah. Well, I also, and we barely know each other. We just met, but just hearing about your family, it's like that's a classic guy who doesn't try to fuck that much. That's a classic guy that like you can go one of two ways. You can either become your dad, or you can rebel the opposite way, where it's like it's actually rebellious to care and nurture a relationship instead of constantly looking for pussy.
That is exactly what it is.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. I'm like, I just gave my dad way too much shit. That I can't be like that.
Yeah, totally.
That was really astute.
I mean, I get that too, because me and my brothers have gone different ways on our dad, where it's like, because our dad was, he did all right. We're trying to get back in the zone. We recently had some lamb chops together. We're trying to reconnect.
That's nice.
But like, he was like, I have kind of gone the exact opposite way, where I'm like, no one will ever tell me what to do, because my dad always complained. He was like, he felt like, it's so funny when your kids, you tell your kids how trapped you feel by your family. Like that's not.
I shouldn't know
fat
that.
8-year-old should know about that. You know what I mean?
You remember.
Yeah, something that sticks around.
You feel crushed by the responsibility of caring for me. Don't tell me that, Dad.
And so he was like unsuccessful in his business, and he was like, and always talked about feeling trapped. So I was like, I'm gonna succeed, and no one will ever trap me. I'm gonna live like a fucking child to the point where it's getting pathetic on the other end, where I gotta fucking get into a relationship, whatever. But then my brother, both same situation. My brother was kind of like, I'm going to be the best family man possible. Like my brother was like always tried to make every relationship work. The second he met a nice woman who he clicked with, he never had those constant thoughts of like, what if there's something better? He was just like, I want to commit. So it's like, I get that that's, people could just, I feel like you either go hard one way or the other when you come from so much dysfunction. And that was just my guess. I don't know what's going on. I think you're just kind of in the zone, bouncing around, getting some pussy.
No, I got
some you deserve, some you don't.
Oh, of course. I mean, no, I got a girl right now.
Oh, you're in? Oh,
Yeah,
okay, nice.
yeah,
How long
yeah.
have you been dating?
Like 2 years.
Oh, shit. Really? I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Damn, nice.
She's
But
lovely.
yeah, she's sweet. She's the best.
Nice.
But I don't know. I feel like you were talking about knowing your dad was cheating.
Yeah.
I feel like I to this day do not know. If you ask my mom will be like, yes, absolutely. And if you ask my dad, he's like,
How
me?
dare you?
Me,
Yeah.
like truly to this day, my parents been
Ben, I
divorced
just
for like
said have
15
to.
years,
God, I don't
and I
remember.
still to this day do not have any answers. I would believe it. I absolutely would believe it. My dad, he's just charming in a way that you're like, I think you could have done it.
Totally.
But
Totally.
like, I don't
What did
know
he
if
get up to afterwards?
He's remarried.
Remarried.
Yeah.
Did he go pretty quick?
He was like weighing his eye. He was like dating. It's weird to like see your dad dating.
Yeah,
There was like
Yeah.
women. There was women calling our phone a lot, like the house phone.
House phone.
A bunch.
Interesting.
That I like never met. So I like knew my dad was outside.
And
but,
you're like 17, 18 when this is going
exactly.
on?
I'm
Were
in
you
high
living
school.
with him?
Yeah. I stayed with my dad. My mom
Okay.
moved out.
Gotcha.
And that's my dad.
Okay,
Was,
that's a fun little gender swap.
Yeah,
Usually
yeah.
the mom has to...
my dad
care day
made
to day.
more money, so he could
Yeah.
pay for the house.
Nice.
My mom was she was like a teacher.
Yeah,
So-
yeah.
My dad was like,
Your dad's like, get a packing.
yeah.
I'm keeping the fucking house.
It was crazy how they did it too, because when my mom moved out, they waited till I had like a football game. I had a football
And you come back
scrimmage,
and
I
your
came home,
mom's
my mom's gone. My mom's just not in the family
Did you
anymore.
win the scrimmage?
I don't know,
Was it
bro.
like a loss and then you came home to
I
that?
don't remember if we won the scrimmage, but I know I lost my
That's
mom.
so Friday Night Lights. That's so, it makes sense it was filmed where you're from.
Yeah, man.
It's
It's a very Friday Night Lights.
We
thing.
can't ruin the scrimmage.
Yeah.
He's got to get his head in the
Kill the
game.
boy after the game.
Truly.
And she was just gone.
She was out of the house.
And you're not a young kid. Like they could so easily have talked to you about this.
Totally.
You
You
were
were waited
literally
for a big play
Yeah.
during the game. I mean, like, son, we're getting divorced. Ram it up their fucking
Yeah.
throat.
If you get a touchdown, we might stay together.
Probably not, but we might.
That's fucking
It
wild.
was nuts.
26 can't guard you. All right, go.
Holy fuck, dude. That's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
It is weird when parents are dating, though. It's like,
Yeah.
meet my
weird.
boyfriend. Like, you're 70.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
yeah.
My boyfriend.
I kind of hope my dad, I don't know what he'll get up to. I do kind of hope my mom gets into a nice, I mean, they're old, they're 70, you know, but,
You
just
want
a
your mom
ni-
to be with somebody.
I would like her to, I always, it's like, just, sometimes I think about why didn't they just get divorced a little earlier? Like, why not? I would have liked a couple.
Were they old already when
Were
they
they
got
staying
divorced?
together for you?
Huh?
Were they staying together for
Did
you?
they stay together like till y'all were out of the house?
Dude, my parents got divorced like last year.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, they were
my
together my
God.
whole life. Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. So it's the kind of thing where I'm like, it's insane to like the fact that this is happening now, where it's like, which is good for them. Like I'm happy for, because it's like whatever, you're just stay together for the kids kind of idea, even though whatever, that's bullshit. And now it's like, they were together the whole time, sort of, and now I'm like, I wonder what they'll get up to, But sometimes I think my mom is kind of like she's kind of like the fucking guy from Shawshank that killed himself after he was free. It's like, you know, what does she do now? Her whole life has been taking care of an ungrateful guy. It's like she just knows the rhythm of that. Where it's like now, it's like I don't even know. I hope she gets into some shit, but
has she dated at all?
No, and also my fucking grandma just keeps hanging on. You know what I mean? And it's like
stop being mad. His grandma's still alive.
I mean, what's she doing?
It's time to go.
It's fucking time. I love her more than anything. She's the best. I'm gonna be sad when it happens. I will be really sad. Don't get me wrong. But it's like she's not happy to be around. It'd be one thing if she had all this fucking charisma. If she had like, you know, if her body was going, but her brain was active and happy. And it's like. And she didn't even have dementia. She just is so bored. She kind of pretends to sometimes. She just stays. It's weird. She'll pretend like, oh man, she's so fucking funny. She wanted to go to Greece, and it's like you cannot go to Greece. You'll die. We ended up taking her because my cousin got married, but it was like the most harrowing. She kept begging for months to go to Greece, and then we take her to Greece, and she just does not want to be there at all. She's like, this sucks. She was like, in America, she's like, leave me in Greece to die. And then she goes to Greece and she's like, wait, this fucking village has no AC. There's no fucking, I don't have an iPad I can play Sudoku on over here. Like, she was pissed.
You don't even got cable. This is ass.
Dude, it was so funny what a bad mood she was in. And she was like, I want to go to the wedding. I want to go to the wedding. And then we were at the wedding and she just was like, it was so funny. I helped, remember? Eldest was there too. We went to Greece together. And I helped my grandma, you know, my cousin had this beautiful ceremony on like, you know, kind of on this beach, but it was like kind of hard to get a fucking old lady there. So I kind of helped her go through these rocks with her walker. And it took like, you know, it took us like fucking 30 minutes, right? And then like I help her back and I have to, everywhere I'm kind of maneuvering her everywhere. And then when my mom's like, all right, she tells my grandma, she's like, it's time to go. My grandma gets up by herself and just fucking scoots to the car. Like, when it's time to leave, this bitch was like, I'm ready to fucking go home. She hated every aspect of it.
And that was the moment where you're like, I'm ready for this bitch to die.
I'm like, it's time to go, lady. You don't want to be here. And it's like, we can't send her to fucking... And then it's like, my mom's got to basically, you know... Got to be a caregiver the whole time. It's fucking annoying. I feel bad for her. Oh, she lives with your mom? Yeah, exactly. Okay. And then it's like, we can't, my grandma wouldn't want to fucking be in a nursing home.
Right.
You know?
I mean, who does?
Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's kind of nice.
My stepmom's mom was in our living room for like 5 years, kind of.
Oh, the living room's hilarious.
And my dad would be like, why do you stay at your mom's when you come to town?
Yeah.
So I'd like stay there one night, and then I'd go out to get like water at night. And she'd like wake up and be like, who is that? And I'm just in my underwear and this old lady in my house. I'm like, why the fuck am I here?
Dude, an old lady that's not related to you?
Not related to me.
That's
sweet.
crazy.
God bless her. May she rest in peace. Wanda.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was like
that's brutal.
The yelling old lady.
Yeah. No, I mean, I love my grandma and even I'm annoyed by her. But if it was some lady... my dad was dating's mom.
Not even related to.
Yeah, that's brutal stuff. Wow, guys, that's really funny and good. Oh my God, my thirst is so powerful. I hope something murders it. Liquid death has murdered my thirst. God, I love liquid death. We love these bevies. Me and the fellows are drinking them right now. You can see both Devon and Longfellow enjoying them. We've been on, and look, they got delicious water, right? But they got low-calorie sodas. You know I'm staying healthier. Down a few lbs. I'm drinking liquid deaths, baby. Severed lime. Got their lime seltzer with just a little sweetness. It's only like 20, 30 calories for the whole can. Dead Billionaire. Their half iced tea, half lemonade concoction, of course. I love them all. We're sipping on them. You can see all these recent episodes. We're sipping on Liquid Death because it's our favorite, and we're guys that care about the environment these days. Plastic's dog shit. Okay, seals are getting choked the fuck up with all the plastic water bottles you're drinking. Not with these babies. Metal you can actually recycle. Plastic's lying to you, and you got microplastics all in your nut. You're having a baby, it's got all plastic and shit in its head because you're jizzing fucking microplastics. There's no micro metals, motherfucker. because metal is actually recyclable. That's what we love. That's right, Elders. Get you a Liquid Death, baby. All right, the water's delicious. Like I said, the severed lime I've been sipping on, the Grim Leafer, their iced tea. We're all about it. So listen, you can get free shipping of Liquid Death's Mountain Water flavored sparkling and iced tea 8-packs with Amazon Prime, or grab a can or a case at your local 7-Eleven, Target, Walmart, Whole Foods, or on Instacart. Go to liquiddeath.com/Stavvy to check out all their healthy, infinitely recyclable beverages and find your closest retailer. That's liquiddeath.com/Stavvy, liquiddeath.com/Stavvy. Now, my thirst is murdered, but there was a time where what would really get my thirst going was harsh smoke from cannabis, specifically from bubblers and bongs and all manner of smoking equipment that just, the smoke was too hot. It burned my little throat. I'm coughing like a bitch. Okay? I hated that moment of my life. I spent years like that, and then I discovered freeze pipe. And freeze pipe cools the smoke down fast as hell by over 300 degrees. And that's the kind of statistic that is certainly true and makes a lot of sense. And I'll tell you why. Because the secret is freezable glycerin chambers that come on every piece. Pop one of these chambers in the freezer for 1 hour, and as smoke passes through, it's instantly chilled for an icy, smooth experience you can't get with traditional pipes and bongs. You've seen us. We've smoked weed on this show through a freeze pipe. That's how much we believe in the product. American owned. Okay? Take your cheap Chinese glycerin knockoffs and shove them up your ass. Okay? We'll put a boot up your ass. That's the American way. Toby Keith, may he rest in peace. American owned, over 100,000 happy customers. Visit thefreezepipe.com and use code Stavvy for 10% off your entire order. Pipes, bubblers, bongs, and more. No matter what you're into, there's an icy solution at thefreezepipe.com and use code Stavvy for 10% off your order. Well, look, we all have a wealth of knowledge here, and what we really need to do is help our. It's
time to give.
Let's do it.
Hopefully, we have a lot of divorce questions. Else, probably not. But you might be getting something here. I see you over there producing, little buddy.
Oh, okay.
You ready to go? All right, play us in.
Hey, Stav and Elders, esteemed guests.
Got to restart it.
A little bit of background. A couple weeks. Hey, Stav and Elders, esteemed guests. A little bit of background. A couple weeks ago, I found out that my dad had cheated on my mom.
Whoa.
When I was around 12 years old, and it took me a little bit to get over it.
Yeah, no shit.
You know, I didn't look at him that way as a guy that could cheat.
Well.
Or whatever. But yeah, lost a little respect there.
Sure.
And then this morning I asked him to help me find something on Amazon, and he pulled it up on his phone. And I see on the top he's texting some woman that I've never heard of.
Wow.
And also I see a message come in. It's in Spanish, but basically was calling my dad her love, a pet name, I guess, or whatever. So now I'm not sure what to do exactly. Should I pretend it never happened? I never saw anything. Should I tell my mom that my dad could possibly be cheating again?
Oh man, how old did
Or
you say?
what?
How old he is?
Not too sure. Any advice
Sounds
would be
young.
appreciated. Thank you.
One.
Yes.
Yeah. Damn, that's tough.
That is tough.
So he found out that his dad had cheated when he was 12. We don't know how old
He
this kid
found
is.
out a couple weeks ago that his dad cheated when he was 12 years old.
Now,
But
that's
he
very
didn't say his
interesting.
age.
In
So he
what
found-
context did he find that out?
Right.
I bet his mom got drunk.
Yeah.
And told him, because that's how I found out. I was 15.
Your mom hit a
And
jug
son,
of Carlo Rossi.
Just be happy for the chip on your shoulder that you've been given. There's not much to do.
That's tough, yeah. So basically, your dad's still up to his old ways.
Yeah.
And it's I mean, I think you're probably actually right that somebody must have told him. It must be the kind of thing that everybody in the family knows and maybe got over. Fuck. And he sounds really young, right? He said when he was 12.
Yeah, he sounds like he's maybe like 18 or something like that. Don't tell your mom, buddy.
Yeah.
Well, she probably knows.
She knows that man. You know what I'm saying? Like she doesn't. He didn't change.
Yeah.
She knows that, but she like loves him, and she's just like she's decided okay.
Or she might not even love him.
I mean, you could bring it up. You could bring it up to her and have a discussion about it. I think that might be worthwhile. I don't know. Depends on what you think you need to do to like fix this.
Well, putting ourselves back in the like, let's say we're like teenagers, right? But we've all dealt with this on some level. It sounds like, although they were already divorced when you were. So for you, it's different, Michael. But for me, speaking as someone who was pretty sure his dad was cheating, but I guess I didn't have the smoking gun he had. I just kind of had vibes. I don't know what I would have said, honestly. It's also like, it's a lot to ask of you.
Yeah.
You don't have, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Here's the real answer. You don't have to do shit.
Yeah.
In fact, like, you probably shouldn't do anything.
Don't do it.
And you definitely don't have to, like, don't feel like this is your responsibility in any way. They're the parents. You're the kid. You know what I mean? And so, welcome to learning your dad's a piece of shit. That's really what this is.
It's an important moment for every.
Yeah.
I would say maybe don't bring it up to your mom, but talk to your dad. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's interesting.
Just be like, hey, brother, I saw it.
What's up?
So let's talk. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Give me some manly advice on
You know what I'm
how
saying?
do I avoid these temptations. Maybe that
or
be nice.
fucking blackmail your father.
Ooh,
Get
that's
something
good.
out of
That's
it.
good.
Or
At
just
least
rebel.
get something out of it.
Like
Yes.
now you don't have to listen to him anymore.
That's a
and
great
you can
point.
do whatever the fuck you
That's
want.
a great point.
And yeah, it's all his bullshit's done for you now. So,
That's a great point.
And that'll feel good.
That'll
Whatever.
feel so good. Deal with this this betrayal of trust by more negativity.
He
Start
wants you to
getting
be a
fucked
doctor.
up.
You don't got to anymore.
You don't got to do anything this fucking
Pick
guy
up that
tells
guitar,
you.
bro.
I feel like just remember whatever pet name he called that woman in Spanish, just have that locked and loaded.
Ooh.
And anytime he says some shit, you be like,
Yeah,
you be like, you bust that word out.
That's a good one.
You bust that word out and then he's quiet.
That's good. Yeah. Dude, you don't have to fucking drive yourself crazy here. You're the kid here, and blackmail him. Don't listen to him. He does not control you anymore. And it's like, you've just welcome to living the rest of your life with the knowledge that your father's a fucking piece of shit.
Yep.
It happens to all of us.
Yep.
If he does love you though, and he's like a good dad in the other ways, then don't like hate him.
You don't have to hate. Yeah, I mean,
you can be mad at this.
It's tough though because it's like, again, if he's a totally good dad, I'm gonna guess there might be some other areas of improvement.
Sure.
You know, no one's got every other aspect of their life figured out, but also just kind of won't stop cheating for 10 years or something. But hey, you don't have to be. It's just a nice thing to have in your back pocket.
Yeah.
And you'll really work through this in probably 10 years from now. You'll really know how you feel about this in like 10 years.
It really is a blessing in disguise.
You'll be fine. You'll be
grow.
fine. This is how the world works. Most of the people you look up to are not worth being role models. Ooh. Next question there, little bud.
Stavvy baby, eldest, you beautiful Albanian bitch, and whoever the guest is or guest. I have a bit of a predicament here. Kind of long, but I'm going to try to do it quick. I dated my ex for 3 years. We broke up on good terms. We broke up about 3 years ago, a little over that. So still on good terms, still friendly. There was a neighbor of mine that she was always insecure about. There was genuinely nothing ever happening with me and this neighbor when me and my ex were together. We never hooked up, nothing even close to that. We broke up. And then sometime after we broke up, me and that neighbor ended up hooking up one night. And we were hooking up for a while, and now we're dating. And so me and that neighbor are now dating. And
Hilarious.
obviously they obviously know my ex. My ex knew them. And so my now current partner would prefer me to tell my ex that we're dating. And obviously I should. That's a reasonable request.
Why?
I'm a little confused by that.
I was actually planning on I don't really see my ex very often, like once in a blue moon. Like to watch my cat for me
Watch
sometimes
your
if I
cat?
leave
What the
the
fuck
town
is
or whatever.
this?
You don't need that.
But
You don't have other friends?
the next time I was going to see my ex, I was going to let her know, hey, me and the neighbor are dating now.
What are you
as a
going to
heads up.
say?
Because I'm not doing anything wrong, but that might make her feel some type of way.
Pause this for a second,
whatever.
man.
But
What were you going to say? Hey, you were right. Your greatest insecurity in our relationship that I kind of gaslit you about and won't even admit to myself now. Like his the beginning of his call is like, we never did anything when we were dating, but you fucked her immediately after you broke up. She's 100% in the right. You at least admit that. Anyway, yeah, what are you going to tell her? Hey, you were right about that. Anyway, if you see her if you see her at Target, give her a hello and let her know she's and think about the fact that she is sucking me off now. What did you mean she knows her? Because they were neighbors?
Yeah.
That's
think so.
how he knows her?
Maybe they just like saw each other in the hallway.
But that's not knowing. That's not a fucking. It feels like this
I
guy's.
think he means
There's
like,
something else. There's something deeper about this
Something,
relationship.
like, they know
that he's
each other
living out.
beforehand?
Yeah, I feel like they knew each other in some kind of way.
So let me get this straight. Let's say I'm dating a woman and our fucking downstairs neighbor, she thinks I have chemistry with her.
Yep.
And then I break up with her. I fuck the neighbor. This person she only knows from in the hallway sometimes. She asked me to clear it with my ex. That's insane. They have to know each other a different way.
Yep.
Right? Like
yeah,
that's
he just don't want to talk about the full story.
something else is going on here.
What
He's
you
like, my
hiding, friend?"
neighbor is her cousin, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
My neighbor is her identical twin
Yeah,
sister.
My neighbor's.
We met when they were moving in. Yeah.
Her
All right.
stepmother who raised her since she was like 12 years old. And like now,
right.
you know what I'm saying? It's like
There's more. There's more.
there's something.
Oh, there's. It looks like it's gonna
Maybe-
be juicy here in
okay.
a second.
Okay.
He gets into some more. All right. Let's sorry to cut him off, but let's go. What else we got here?
So my ex called me last week in the midst of a full-on mental breakdown.
Oh my god.
And like had to go home to her parents, was committed
Oh.
to a facility,
shit.
and was there for a week. And she's out of that facility now, and is doing a lot better. Is on medication now, but wanted to like meet up and buy me a beer as a thank you for like talking her through that a little bit. When she like it scared the shit out of me. She was really saying some crazy ass shit, but. Obviously, I don't really want to go out for a beer with my ex, given I'm in a relationship now, and I do want to tell my ex, but I'm afraid that hearing that like I'm dating the person you were insecure about at the time might like send her into a spiral, and I don't want her to have another mental breakdown. But I also want to do the right thing by my partner and
The
tell my
right
ex,
thing by your partner is
so that our
crazy.
relationship isn't like a secret in that sense. So, anyway, yeah, I'm fucked. So
You're not.
This is fucking
Yeah,
weird.
dude.
You're really not fucked.
Don't tell
Don't
her.
do that.
Obviously, do not tell her
She
now.
just got out the facility, and you're like, yo, like, hey, I was fucking exactly who you thought I was gonna
Yeah,
fuck. That's
yeah.
actually my new girl now.
And the Pope made me do it like you were thinking.
Yeah, what the?
that's nuts.
I mean, okay, I am really hung up on the neighbor requesting he tell his ex.
Right.
Like something is off here.
Yeah.
There's like a weird girlfriend request of being like,
Yeah.
that means something to me. It means we're official.
Make sure
Right.
you'll
No,
knows,
but
yeah.
Either that
it will make this girl way more uncomfortable out of the mental hospital hearing that than your girlfriend
Yeah.
having to deal with you not telling her.
Right, so that's the thing. Either we have a piece of information that's missing that makes this make sense, or his current girlfriend is kind of being sadistic. You know what I mean? Like, those are the two options I see. Because, like, again, let's put the scenario where it's just a downstairs neighbor and it's not someone they have any other pre-existing relationship with. Why on earth would you fucking, like, flip it and be like, if you started fucking your neighbor and you were like, hey, can you tell your ex-boyfriend I fuck you now? It's like, what is that? What the fuck is that? It's weird.
I don't
That is
think it's
weird.
that weird if it's like, okay, so they're hooking up for months before like they're together or whatever.
But what relationship does a neighbor have to somebody you fuck?
What if he just like, what if they were fucking whatever, he would just tell her, she's like, oh yeah, my ex thought, I wanted to fuck you or whatever. Isn't that funny? He just like, leaks information
So
like that to
who gives a fuck? Like the idea
but
that
but
my
that plus her knowing like they're still like talking on good terms. She's watching her cat. I mean, you know, maybe she's a little jealous or something.
Okay. If it's from the perspective of, if it's purely from the perspective of, hey, can you tell your ex you're seeing someone now?
Right.
And, or like your relationship with your ex where she sees the cats makes me uncomfortable. That's different though than being like, you could just be like, you could ask him to take a step back in that relationship and be like, hey, I'm dating someone right now. We're a little too friendly. I still want to be in your life at some point, but things are pretty raw right now.
Yeah.
Let's take a break from being friends and then let's reconnect in the future. That's so much different than telling her exactly who you're fucking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I'm confused about. But whatever. In any case, what he should actually do, I mean,
I wouldn't do shit.
I think what you do here, yeah, I mean, you kind of have to give this. I think what you do here is like, hey, I'm happy. Like, this is so tough for you to go through. I'm happy I could help you through it. I really care about you. But I do think we're broken up, and it's probably healthier for us to, like, you know, not. I can't be your support system through something like this. I was happy to do it this time. I want the best for you, but I think I'm seeing somebody right now. I'm dating, and I just think for both of us it would be healthier if we kind of went on pause friendship-wise and maybe picked it back up maybe a little bit where I'm feeling more secure in my relationship. I still have feelings. You could flatter her, whatever. You don't tell her I'm fucking the girl that you were worried I'm fucking.
Yeah.
Let her find out about that on a story in 6 months. Let her find out about that when you post a
Let the
vacation
medication
pic.
really get in
Yeah,
the
yeah,
system.
yeah. Yes, absolutely. Let the lithium build up in her bloodstream, and then she can fucking find out who you're fucking dating.
I gotta pee real quick.
Yeah.
That's
Get in there, bro. We'll fire one up. We'll catch you up when you're back. Go ahead, Eldest.
So why does your ex need to come watch your cat?
The cat thing is
The
fucking,
cat's really strange.
but that does feel a little bit like classic, like
Keeping them around like a little bit.
yeah,
They're not
dragging
like fully
it
in your
on,
life, but,
dragging
like,
it on. Yeah, which is
You're like, oh, you
I
got
remember
the best
that.
relationship with the cat.
Yeah.
You know, the cat loves you, so.
yeah.
I think it's also little this guy, like, you know, whether he realizes it or not, just like playing dumb. Because it's like, you know, on some level, you should understand you don't need to like have your ex watch your cat. The same way you should understand, like, you probably shouldn't fucking like start full on dating like the neighbor that like your ex like thought you were fucking or something.
You don't have listen.
I mean, not that you shouldn't, but I
That's
don't know.
different. Who cares?
Yeah.
And listen, sometimes if you're dating someone that's not right for you and they're insecure about somebody who ends up being right for you, they're just a perceptive person.
Sure.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that's definitely a kind of awkward situation, but you can't disqualify potentially somebody you could have a great relationship with because the person that it ended up not working with was right, that you did want to fuck them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know, man. He definitely has played dumb a couple different ways where he's like, when we were dating, nothing bad happened. And like, yeah, the cats thing is crazy, but, and I don't know how old he is. He could be semi-young. He could be in his, mid-20s figuring this shit out.
Yeah.
But, I mean, him and his ex were dating for, he said, 3 years. That's fucking crazy.
And they've been broken up for 3 years also.
No. Is that what he said?
Yeah, we broke up about 3 years ago.
Oh, that's fucking insane.
Yeah, it's like, what?
Oh, my God.
Why would you need to have that conversation?
That's a whole level of fucked up.
Wow.
Then.
Yeah.
They've been broken up for 3 years.
Yeah.
Broken up for 3 years and she watches your
Broken
cats.
up for 3 years is what is?
Oh man, something's wrong. Something weird's going on.
I mean,
here.
that's what I mean by like playing dumb. That's why you just gotta like cut your ex off,
This person
man. You
should
don't
be
like
dead
need
to
them
you
in your
right
life
now.
on like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
friendly, like on some friendly level. Like it's
Yeah.
kind of pointless.
Wow, that kind of complicates the fucking advice I gave him a little bit. Because you can't say we need to take a little break here if you've already established kind of. I guess you could if you've been. If you should be like, it's healthier. I'm dating someone. I think we should take a step back here. But yeah, that might fuck the person up. So you just got to be. You clearly have a weird, fucked up, enmeshed relationship here, and you kind of have to just tiptoe around things until she's on that. Till the meds have powered in, and then maybe drop the bomb on her. But your current girlfriend being like, you have to tell her we're dating. That's something I'd like to explore more too.
Yeah.
But whatever, man. Fuck this guy. Next question. We went through it enough.
Hey, Stav. I'm a first-time caller, and I'm wondering if you have advice for a couple who one person, me, is a morning person and always wants to have sex in the morning. The other person is a night owl, only wants to have sex at night. So then we don't have any good hours of overlap during the week because we're both working normal schedules. On the weekend, it's fine. We just meet in the middle, have a little afternoon delight.
Awesome.
But how do we keep it alive during the week when he's too tired in the morning, I'm too tired at night?
It's a
What do
very
you think?
relationship.
Let me know.
question.
It really is. Yeah,
Very,
yeah.
like,
Wow. You can't just sometimes do it? This is crazy. I will say, I do like to fuck in the morning because I feel like I have all my powers.
Me
then.
too.
You
That's
know
the-
what I
that's
mean?
the best version
My
of me.
dick is the strongest it will be
Yep.
until I wake up the next morning.
That's true.
And at
Yeah.
night, after, especially when you're younger and you're out all night and you're getting fucked up,
Yep.
that is the lowest quality penis possible.
When I was younger, I used to be all about that. When I was younger, I was a night sex guy. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have some drinks. I'm like partying. I like fucking go to sleep. Now I'm like, hey, I need to
My
rest.
dick didn't work even as a young man, so I really needed a full night's rest.
I do think though, if you're someone who's like, I only have sex in the morning, that's weird.
That is weird too, for sure. You gotta
weird.
mix a couple nights in here, but I think this is an overall. Yeah, I mean,
It's
can
just
it?
a logistical issue.
It is logistics. Can you just have the fuck wheel like it's the chore wheel, and it's someone's night to fuck when they want? Also, this is a little like I guess like toxic about the man, but it's like, you're too tired to fuck in the morning. I don't respect that at all. It really is. You're a bitch for that one. It's like this guy. It's sometimes like this is some old fashioned like almost like 80s stand up comedy stuff. But it's like you pretty much fuck your girlfriend when she asks.
Absolutely.
That's sort of my. That's sort of my like. If I have like. I mean, do I have food poisoning or something?
Right.
I'm not gonna fuck her in the morning. You're not gonna groggily get pussy.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You don't feel that like power of God coming
Yeah, it
inside
feels
you when
cool.
you, like, are gonna have sex?
Yeah.
Like, oh, I am tired, but for the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, exactly. It's
10
what do you?
minutes,
Yeah,
whatever.
10 minutes. 10 minutes for the whole thing.
That's however long it is. I'm not tired.
Yeah, it's not that fucking long. I relate. Yeah. Anyway, so why don't everybody else here is in a relationship? Why don't you guys kind of take the lead on this one? Because it's been a while, and whenever I was in a relationship, we never really had it never lasted long enough to get into these logistical concerns. We just fucked a lot whenever I was in a
I
relationship.
mean, I definitely, my girlfriend wakes up early and I go to bed very late.
Right.
So we do have, but we've never had like a schedule.
Yeah.
It just happens when it happens.
Yeah. Yeah. Eldest.
When I feel like when you're like, I mean, like, like being too tired to fuck or something can be a thing if you're in a relationship, but it's, you kind of got to treat it like going to the gym or something. Like you never regret after you like go work out. And it's the same thing. It's the same thing with sex. And you kind of like just do have to like force yourself like to do it. Cause it's like, you do have to treat it like a chore wheel because like, when you're in a relationship, sex is like more like,
it's like
checking in or something.
It's like it's like maintenance. It's like making sure you're like getting your like oil checked.
It's like a big hello.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, there you are. I missed you. I missed you. I've been missing you.
Because you could always think of it as like, whatever, we'll fuck eventually. Like, it doesn't matter. But, like, you have to actually, like, work at fucking, like, to just make sure you, like, I don't know. Life is so busy and stuff. And there'll be a million reasons why you guys, like, might not fuck for a stretch. So just, like, suck it up and get it in when you can.
Exactly. There's so many other things that will actually make it harder.
Right.
That the fact that you just prefer fucking at night or in the morning is kind of insane.
Yeah.
Because one of you's going to have a tough day.
Yeah.
That's an actual reason. But like just, I'm a little sleepy. I don't know.
Find it, brother.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Find it.
We're not giving them great advice here, but just stop. Suck a little dick at night and let him fuck you in the morning every once in a while.
Weekends. I feel like the weekends is the answer to this. You know what I'm saying?
A weekday, you got to get a couple of those snuck in.
Sure. But like the weekends, it's like wake up on a Sunday and have a nice little Sunday fun.
Sure. But you're telling me this guy wakes up and his girlfriend is sucking his cock and he's mad? I mean, that's insanity.
Yeah.
This feels a little bit like I'm not telling you to technically by the letter of the law commit assault on your sleeping partner, But I would have a conversation. I have cleared it with girlfriends before where I'm like, listen, you ever want to suck me off while I'm still sleeping? I've given them I've been like, you have my permission. I'll sign. Let's get a notary in here. I'll do it. Put me on the stand. I will always support you for that. So maybe have a little conversation, but it just, I don't know. I am a little skeptical about the. So yeah, if what we're saying doesn't hold true, then yeah, take it into a chore wheel situation and be like, all right, this week we get to fuck in the morning. We get to fuck in the morning for you, and we'll fuck at night, and you just kind of have to prep yourself for that.
Or we could cut to a you at right now.
Yeah. There's still, you could be paying me almost every week. There's an opportunity for a dick pill sponsor, and you never do it. Right now, we could have dropped it in right now. You see that?
It would be perfect.
It would be perfect. Yep. Bleep out the brand. You already on it, man. You're a pro. No free plugs here.
My bad.
No, it's not your fault. It's really these companies' fault. There cannot be a better podcast to promote dick pills.
That's crazy.
I mean, it's fucking insane. I haven't got
out?
Never.
Wait, stop. When did your dick stop working?
When would it ever work?
You don't gotta do it just because it stopped working.
Yeah, when did my dick ever work?
Really?
Dude? I mean, the quality of my dick is so brutal.
Huh.
Like I fat as shit.
Yeah.
Having to fuck, I don't love any of the women I fuck. You know what I mean? It's not like love gets my dick hard.
Do you think that would change it?
Yes, absolutely. I didn't take dick pills when I was in a happy relationship. It's more like I'm friends with some of them, and that's when my dick kind of works, But it's like,
that's actually really sweet. Yeah. That's actually really sweet. You're like, if I'm
a romantic.
That's actually beautiful. That's
Thanks,
really
dude.
nice.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty fucking romantic.
A thing that I've said this to you off the podcast, but the thing I've always respected about you is how openly horny you are, and the way that I'm like, I feel like I see girls sending you ass on the in public on the internet in a way that like few people can do.
It's a nice time. You can't be like traditionally attractive and do that, but you can't be so ugly it's creepy.
Sure.
You gotta on paper read horrible.
Yeah.
But just have that little magic quality.
No, you got it.
You know what I mean?
No, you got it.
But if I was hot and doing this kind of stuff, it would be a big issue.
Sure.
And if I was just like, and look, for some will hear me say that and say, he thinks he's not atrocious looking, and they'll be right also, but the fairy dust doesn't work on them. But it don't gotta. No. It's gotta work on just a handful of ladies. That's what's important. Thank you, man. Thank you for seeing that in me.
No, I'm proud of you. It's really, you'll be like, I'm trying to see titties in Cleveland.
Yeah, that was a fun era of my life. I would just do that and it would work.
Yeah.
I have to, I feel like I just want to grow as a human a little bit. It's like, all right, how much of your life can be just about getting pussy? And I'm kind of over that now.
Sure.
Where it's like, that was a fun little run.
Yep.
But now it's like, I think I'm in the zone to not yet. After the summertime, of course. I'm not gonna stop getting pussy in the summer.
Come on.
But come the autumn, come pumpkin patch season, it might be time to try and get a little relationship going. I think it's been long enough.
I'm excited to see you apple picking, man.
Dude, I'm ready.
I can't wait
I'm
to
a
see
good
that.
boyfriend. When I'm in that zone, I want to hang this up. It's a tiresome lifestyle.
It is.
Constantly trying to fuck.
You know what used to get me when I moved to New York? I was like really outside.
I remember when we first met, and you were just talking about how astounded you were how easily women fuck in New York. That was a conversation we had, and what show was that?
Some Bushwick.
It was in Bushwick
show.
somewhere. Yeah. And I was like, yeah, man, it's fucking awesome. I was like, welcome. This city, the women are the hottest, and they fuck the easiest.
Yeah.
The greatest city in the world, as far as I'm concerned.
I'd never seen anything because also in Texas, girls are they're a little more repressed.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? Sure. They've got a little bit more of that religious guilt.
It takes a couple whacks to crack the nut.
Yes.
You know what I mean? To get the meat inside. You know what I mean?
Ew.
Yeah. couple dates, and then it springs open.
But I feel like what would always snap me out of like really being in like a slut phase is like I'd be having a conversation with somebody and I'd be like, well, I'm only here to hook up. Right. And this is a person, I'm like, we don't like each other.
We don't really have a good vibe. I mean, I will say I have a good, I'm big on vibes.
Yes.
So the vibe's gotta be good, especially in New York.
Yeah.
But like on the road, it's like,
well,
what am I gonna be alone with my thoughts?
Never.
I can't do that.
Never.
I gotta try and get pussy. What am I gonna fucking hang out with Eldest again? I see him every day. Sometimes I'll get pussy, then go downstairs and we'll watch You People on Netflix until 3 a.m. Hell yeah. Yeah, we've had some fun times on the road.
I've heard a girl like gag when she's sucking Stav's dick before in the other room. I'm like, oh brother.
Yeah. She's really putting on a show. She's really putting on a show. I know.
She's really selling it.
I know. I was literally embarrassed when I was like, great, because we were in a weird Airbnb where like the walls didn't go all the way up. You know what I mean? And so usually we're in a nice private space usually, or we'll be in hotel rooms. But this was like one night we were in and out of this city, and I was literally in that same moment. I was like, "Fuck, dude, I'm not gonna hear the end of this." All right, let's do one more here, Elder. We got a nice one. What do you think? This has been a great ep, boys. Go see the fellas on tour. We'll flash all their stuff. Give it to us, and we'll put it in the description and stuff.
Word.
Great ep, boys. Let's see what we got here. We got something nice.
Stav, eldest, and guest, fellow mid-30s Maryland boy here. Hey, I actually saw you at the Lyric last October. You killed it, my dude. Maybe lengthy, so I'll get right to it. My girlfriend of 7 years broke up with me a couple months ago. It really sucks. I thought I was spending the rest of my life with her, and I'm super torn up over it, but life has to go on. I've been trying to use the breakup as motivation to better myself, and I have been mostly happy with my progress. I'm getting in better shape, I'm about to start therapy, and I'm making moves towards getting out of my job that I hate. So it's mostly going well.
Sounds great.
I've also been hanging out with this girl I've known for a really long time, but there's no foul play. My ex literally recommended that I pursue something with this girl.
What?
The issue is my dick flat out does not want to work. My libido is way down. I'm barely jacking off these days, and I've failed to have sex with this girl multiple times now because my dick refuses to get
you want to talk about perfect for a
fucking my ex a couple times since the breakup, and if she so much as grazes my shoulder, I get rock hard.
He's like
it's not a physical
This poor guy.
I kind of feel like my dick is just heartbroken too, and doesn't want to work for anyone else. I'm not too sure what to do or who to talk about with this, but I'm a huge fan of the pod, so I figured I'd call.
Yeah, this is actually, you couldn't be more in the right place.
You got to get back with your girl, dude.
Yeah. You got to show up to her house, knock on the door, refuse to go, chain your... take handcuffs, chain yourself to the front door and say, I'm not eating until you get back together with me.
It doesn't work.
Yeah.
Without you.
It won't work. I tried fucking the girl you weirdly set me up with, and my dick won't get hard. Well, let's start there, though. Honestly, that's fucking bizarre.
Yeah.
She recommended... Okay, look, dude. Far be it from me to tell this goes against everything I believe in, to tell someone not to get pussy. But clearly you're not ready to fuck. Your body is telling you you're not ready to fuck. What you need to do is, you're on the right path with all the other shit you're talking about. Like getting in better shape, starting therapy, getting out of the job that's always put you down. Like, this actually could be a very good thing for you. That's devastating. 7 years thinking you're going to get married.
That's tough.
Brutal stuff. Maybe you should have proposed a little sooner. No, I mean, clearly this is for the best, because it's better that you didn't get together because somebody didn't want to. But yeah, dude, you're just not ready. And honestly, the fact that you're saying no foul play, like you're still thinking about your ex-girlfriend, it's like she broke up with you.
You're not a really good dude.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah, truly. Like, too good. Too good, because at this point, it's like, this is actually when we need Eldest's red pill corner, because you're okay, and I've said this before, it's like, every once in a while, a little problematic misogyny. Sure. It's like chemotherapy is the thing I've caused, where it's like, it's poison, but it kills being a pussy. You know, and it's like just a little bit of it. You know what I mean? Just enough to get over this, and then you're off it. You don't stay on red pill stuff, but to help you get over getting out of the blue broken up with 7 years, you can think to yourself, fuck that bitch. Every once in a while. You can play a little future and try and fuck one of her friends. If you want, just to feel alive. Definitely don't worry about foul play or hooking up with an approved woman. Yeah.
That's how much he loves this girl. He's like, I'm only going to try to fuck the girl that you say I'm allowed to.
Exactly, dude.
Damn, that's love.
You're fucked. You're fucked. Yeah. You're heartbroken and you're fucked and you're clearly not ready to date. And you could absolutely, but that's the thing. You don't have the same compulsions. You're not fat as shit and could really use a dick pill to get your dick over 60%. When you're in Indianapolis, for example. And so you just need to stop doing. You just need to stop dating. This is 7 years.
Yeah.
Is like, and when did they break up? Did he say like just recently?
Couple months ago.
And you're trying to date?
That's raw,
dude.
At least a year. You're out.
Yeah. 6 months before you even consider some meaningless casual hookups. At least a year for anything legitimate, and probably, unfortunately, more. Yep. That shit is tough. The rule of thumb that you hear people throw around is half the time you're dating. 3.5 years is fuck. Maybe that's too long, but like, still, dude. And I can tell you, I haven't even been in that many serious relationships, but like, for me, when I was dating somebody for 2 years, it took me like 2 full years to fully be over, and maybe even a little more. Like, there's still a little. So it's like, it's all different for everybody. And you're dealing with a particularly tragic, fucked up one where it's out of the blue. You thought you were going to be together forever. So you're just so not ready, bro. That's it. And you're really on the right path, though, because you're trying to control everything you can. The, like, working out, getting out of your job, therapy. That's the shit we preach. Is like, get a little post-breakup glow-up going. That's the time to do it. Reset your life, and then you're ready, and you seem like the kind of guy who wants to be in a serious relationship. You're in your mid-30s. You could be in something really nice as the better version of yourself by the time you're 40, no problem. Maybe even a little sooner than that. But, yeah, you're just not ready to fuck whatsoever.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Date yourself for a little bit.
Absolutely. And you'll know when you start wanting to jack off. Because he's not even beating off.
Jacking up. What are you going out for?
Beating off. That's the whole point. You have to go on dates when your dick is just like from the other room. Just like all you feel, you hear the chain like it's almost taking the studs off the wall of the chain you have it attached to. You're actually in also a nice place. I would love to be less horny.
Yeah.
I would love to be able to channel self-improvement.
The science we could achieve.
Dude, exactly. You're in actually a beautiful spot. You're not horny. Don't force it. Channel all that energy into your other pursuits.
Policy reform.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, start getting into politics or something like that. Change some laws. Hit up a lawmaker.
Change your interests so much that you fear getting back together with this girl.
That's a good point. Fuck, this guy, couple months.
You're
clinically insane.
Yeah.
Right now.
It's like when you get hit and it doesn't hurt for a second, and then it fucking really, like, you're just getting into
shit's gonna be brutal.
It's gonna be rough for a few months.
Brutal, dude.
Also, can I bring up a point that I just thought about?
Yeah.
If there's a girl that your ex-girlfriend is telling you this the girl you gotta be with, she not cute.
Oh, you definitely can't.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, that could be part of it too. It's not like a baddie.
Oh, that's interesting.
You know what I'm saying? It's not like
it's approved.
Yeah, if it's approved, she kind of thinks that the girl's like below her.
Yeah, and even if she is a baddie, it's like psychologically she's still pulling the strings.
Yes.
So either way, she's homely or there's like a fucking fucked up. Still, you're weirdly getting cucked in a way by this girl that broke your heart. Still.
Yeah.
Where she approves who you fuck.
They can text each other about how it was.
Yeah, your ex is laughing at your limp ass dick now. this
block,
like in a
block it all, cut it off.
Yeah.
You gotta fucking you're in a movie where they're like they sweep for like bugs for like if you're being surveilled.
Oh, yeah.
It's like this woman might be wearing a fucking wire. Your ex might be getting everything.
Sending
dude.
all the messages back.
This is approved is crazy. Although it also could be the thing where this will his ex feels really guilty,
right?
And he's got a kind of cute coworker who's like it's kind of like the situation from earlier, where it's like if she would have been intimidated had she not been planning secretly to fucking break up with him, kind of thing. So
Which
whatever.
Still not a nice thing that she's doing.
Still not nice
she's
in
just
any
trying
way.
to feel better about.
And your ex should factor in zilch until you're ready for it to factor in zero. Or like I said, if you need a little toxic masculinity, if you just sprinkle just a little bit to help you get over.
Just a little drop.
She either needs to factor in not at all or almost like a fuck her, I'm gonna do whatever the fuck I want. But it can't be I will obey her wishes because you're not ready to get pussy if that's how you're thinking. Tough though. I feel for this guy.
Our hearts are with you, bro.
Same, dude.
Our hearts
thinking about you.
Our hearts are thinking about you. Thanks for coming. I think I'll probably be back at the Lyric at some point. Actually, I shouldn't say it yet, but little that's a little tease. We might have some kind of show around the holidays. That's all I'll say. All right. Well, that's a good ep, boys. Thank you so much for coming. This was super fun.
Thank you for having me.
Yep.
Come. Thanks for inviting me to tag along.
Of course.
Yeah, come back. Now, once you're in, dude, you're in the group. Now you can bring
now I
somebody I don't know.
Next time.
Yeah. Go see the boys on tour. We will. We don't have shit going on. We're taking the summer off over here at Stavvy Baby Enterprises. This has been. This was recorded January 2023, actually. So this is really pre-recorded. We don't have shit going on. See them, and we will talk. Oh, JP special is coming out soon. Hey. That's something we should talk about. We produced a special. It's coming out soon. You can watch Tires on Netflix, actually. Please do. And I think, well, whatever. Fuck you guys. We'll talk about it in future episodes, or maybe we'll put in a little insert if we really need to plug anything. All right, that's enough. Bye-bye.